Channel update. Some of you aren't going to like this. This is hard to say. Holy hell. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, whatever it is, whenever it is you're watching. Welcome back to Retro Rebuild. Cup of coffee in the big time. Oh yeah. Good morning, heaven. We're working on the beautiful little Mark III Fiesta again. How much should I slam this, by the way? 60 mil? 50 mil? What do you reckon? Once she's got an MOT, how low should she go? If you don't think Mark III Fiestas are cool, by the time I'm finished with this one, yous will. I bet yous do. I bet yous go. That's cool. I've had some peeps asking about the story of the Viva as well, where it came from. So maybe I'll include that in this video somewhere. But today is gonna be the day that I'm gonna fit the rear brake shoes. I'll just enjoy me Whisper Gold first. 89 pence. 89 pence. Sugar tax. I drove to the shop to buy it in my taxed car that I filled up with tax fuel that I paid for with me taxed wages. Whoever's in charge of sorting out this country's finances is very incompetent with money. Alrighty, badidey. Right. Spring kit and brake shoes for the little Fiesta. Let's get it on. Still a little bit messy from last week because I haven't been in here since the last video. But still not crazy messy though. Like, it's still tidy. I can't believe how I used to work in it. How it was. But I'm super busy at the minute, so forgive us. Right, let's pop the rear wheel off and get cracking. It's very chilly today. Winter is coming, you bastard. You bastard. Winter is coming, you bastard. Right, we've got the old Jack Lemon there under the car. I've just jacked it up a little bit. I haven't took it off the ground yet because I'm going to loosen off the wheels. Gotta pump it up. Gotta pump it up. I'll chuck the axle stands in there now before I go any further. Right, where's the Fiesta keys? And we'll take off the handbrake. Oh, there they are. Look. Top tip, I like to keep old coil springs and use them as novelty keyrings. It's not the stupidest thing I've seen. What's the stupidest novelty car thing you've ever seen? Chuck at the wheel. Handbrake. Oh, off. Bonnet popped. Brake reservoir lid off. Probably could do a change in that, like. If anyone was looking for any grease about 6 years ago, it was here in the bearing caps of this Fiesta. Right, it is a full 1 week later. Ran out of time last week, as you know. I put it out in the community post. I tried to get a video out, ran out of time, loads of things went wrong. I've shifted the cars round because my house has been attacked by a giant spider. So me and my eldest lad, he helped us push this because, as you know, there's no brakes at the minute. Still haven't buttoned up the front of the Viva yet because I haven't had time. And if some of you are thinking, how's he not got time? Well, let's do the channel update now. Channel update. Some of you aren't going to like this. I work full time. Sometimes I'm forced to work up to 5 10-hour shifts a week. Well, not forced, you're not. To my contract, but I have a family to look after. An entire house to renovate. I don't know who built this porch, but after he finished, I hope someone took the trowel off him. My eldest lad wants his own room as part of his Christmas present. He's like 12, going on 13. So he wants that as part of his Christmas present, so I'm trying to get that done in the bits of spare time and that, and the landing and the hallway. Just get more and more expensive. Kids as they get older, don't they? It's not Thomas the Tank Engine train sets anymore, Paw Patrol figures. It's 50-inch screen TVs and VR headsets, please, Mum and Dad. Why am I squinting? My house also needs a new roof. And that isn't going to be cheap in this day and age, and it's something I'm not going to tackle myself, I know that. Which leads me to the channel. And this is hard to say, but I'm going to go in and do overtime at work. I never thought it'd come to this. But also I'm going in work to do overtime for more money to invest in the channel. There's things I want to do, and I don't think I want to say like what I'm going to do yet. But because of that and the amount I've got to do, the channel's going to drop down to a video every 2 weeks now. Because I just simply haven't got the time. Just for now. I mean, it will go back to a video every week. Hell, I mean, I'd like to go to 2 videos a week eventually. Just think of it as living up to its name, like retro, like fortnightly, like when the Pop Man used to come every 2 weeks, or Razzle Magazine. Was that every 2 weeks? Who remembers the Pop Wagon that used to come round every 2 weeks? What was it called again? Was it Villa? Can't remember how the Vaders, but I so wanted to be one of the pop delivery kids that hung on the back of the wagon. I had paper rounds though. Paper rounds from when I was about 11 to I think it was 17 when I gave up the paper round. By that point I think I was using me paper pay money to get pissed. Wasn't the measly paper rounds, by the way. I started off in the Chronicles, but I had a Sunday round, and this Sunday round took like 3 hours to do. Whew! Still have nightmares about it now. If food bills or energy prices go up anymore, I'm going to have to go back to being a getaway driver. I mean pizza delivery driver. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to waffle on for too long, but I just thought I'd explain it for the regulars. And the irregulars. Right, let's crack on sorting these brake shoes out. I really should have paid more attention when I took this setup off, but we've got the other side to check. I've just taken off, I had a zippy tie around that in case the piston popped out to say hello. Well, there was no shoes in there. This one's righty loosey, lefty tighty. Holy hell. These shoes are definitely worn. I'm not conversing with a brake drum. Right, that's enough of the silly jokes. Let's change these shoes. That's better. Let's crack on. Lord of the Dance. I think I've already got that side right. Right, it's starting to rain. Great. Take these cups off. Push them in a bit. Twist. And there we go. Popping off. Not too bad. Them ones compared to the other side. The other side ones were mangled. Sweet, that's a setup. Spring across the top there, spring there. Have I got this one on the right way around? Nope, got that upside down. Now that I've had to take this apart again because I had the spring upside down. So where we go, that's set up. There we go. Yeah, I did. Right, just getting caught. So where we go, that's set up. So we've got two of these new retainers in the kit as well. I'll push over there. Don't know exactly how these go on. Just push them on or what? Is there a tool for putting these on? APEC. Anyone heard of APEC brakes? Any good? Sweet! Flatten this one. Back out a bit. Shabow! Right, that's that one ready to go on. Right, so I'll show you quickly. There's the fork. There's the handbrake adjuster. Handbrake adjuster pops in there. You have to put this over between them nebbins there before you push it back into there. Pop the handbrake pulley in. I've sped this side up because I'll be shown again on the other side, but after putting the brake assembly together, nearly losing a thumb and putting my window out once, trying to stretch the spring across, I decided it'd be best to take out one of the retaining pins, attach the spring, then pull the shoe across, then reattach the retaining pin. In that worked a treat. The brake fitting kit I'm using here is a cheap brake fitting kit. I think it was like 16 quid off Amazon, a TO one. I bought it a while ago, and the hook comes in handy on the brake spreader bit. But first time I actually used the cup installer this time, and it's a little bit better than using your pliers to push them on. A few people wanted to know the story of the Viva. In 2020, I bought this Viva. Right, let's crack on. The story goes, I bought this in 2020. The story goes, the guy who had it before me didn't have it long. He bought it off another guy who owned it a long time, and it had been in storage for 20 years. He bought it off him, realised it was too much for him, and he didn't have the space any longer. So it came out of storage and had been sitting in like an industrial estate next to businesses and old wagons and stuff for a few months, and then I went and bought it and put it back on the road for the first time since 1991. She's a rolling restoration, a rough on the road keeper going until I get time or a place where I can strip it down and rebuild it. But for now, she is one beautiful survivor. Looking good out there, isn't it? And I think it was some mining village near Durham I bought it. if memory serves me correct. About 30 mile away from me. That's that done. I give the bearing a clean up and put some fresh grease in it. The bearing's fine. Popping it back in. Here we are attacking the other side as well in real time. Well, edited together a little bit because I didn't film everything. Went for a wee in that. Had a cup of tea. Didn't include that bit. But here I am attaching the brake assembly here. There's a very cool wind in the air. On a dark desert highway. Cool wind in my heart. Well, I've got yous here, the people that are still watching. I'm reattaching this brake assembly in beautiful fashion. Has anyone ever used bed liner to underseal a car before? You know, like a textured and tough stuff in there. Has anyone used bed liner on the underneath of a car before? You know, truck bed liner? Let us know. Both wheel hubs back on. Let's give them a spin, check them, put the handbrake on and check them before we put the bearing caps back in. And silly me, I jumped in, pressed the brake, heard itself adjust, and now nice and free with the handbrake off. Handbrake on. Solid. Solid. I will check it with the wheels on it as well, of course. But that already feels 10 times better. That even with the handbrake on, it had a bit of movement on this one, but it's quite worn this side compared to that side. Maybe something to do with the front caliper being broken. Seized, it wouldn't work, so maybe this one was working overtime and it was being driven with a broken caliper in the past. Seized caliper, because one of the calipers was seized. This side wasn't it? Yep, that's the one we changed. So there we go, good brakes all round. It's always good. There we go, I have brakes now. Remember, there won't be a video next Sunday, but the Sunday after, every 2 weeks now, while I save up enough money to try and take over the world. Thank you all, but if you're missing us, just watch this video again. Thank you all very much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. Have a great week, and I'll see you in the next one.